Hey everyone, this is Koru here, and I'm reviewing Resident Evil: The Darkside Chronicles for the Nintendo Wii. This is a follow-up to the Umbrella Chronicles in that it's a light gun shooter on rails, and it's 2 players. Just came out November 17th, so it's new. Let's check out the main menu here. You've got all sorts of things to choose from. There's archives, there's your scores, your customization. In the customization, you can spend money that you earn in the game to upgrade your guns, make them more powerful, make the reload faster. And then you go into your chapters where you have 3 stories to choose from. 2 of the stories are retellings of Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil Code Veronica. And there's a new one called Operation Javier, which takes place a little bit before Resident Evil 4. Now, in your characters, you can choose from Claire Redfield or Leon Kennedy on certain chapters. There's also Steve Burnside, there's Jack Krauser, and Chris Redfield in other chapters that you can choose to control. Now, the game's graphics are very nice. I really enjoy the scenery in some of the later levels especially. The monsters are very well detailed. I just think the only thing holding this game back from being absolutely stunning in terms of graphics is the fact that it's not in HD. If it was in 720 or even 1080, I think it would be absolutely beautiful. The bosses are humongous, very challenging, especially if you play the game on very hard mode, and can kill you in a matter of hits. So stock up on those first aid sprays and healing herbs. You can press the A button to pick up all sorts of items and weapons. There's bullets, there's guns everywhere, there's gold you can pick up, there's healing herbs and first aid sprays, all sorts of shit you can pick up. So you'll never find weapons and items and stuff to help you in your journey to be scarce. They're all over the place in every single level. The zombies will come at you like crazy, and you've got to just keep firing and reloading as quickly as possible. I'd recommend using the Crossfire remote pistol, which is what I was using to play this game, because it makes the game a lot more fun, and it feels great using an actual gun controller instead of the Wii Zapper or the standard Wiimote. I had a lot more precise shots with it, and of course you get bonus points for getting headshots. So you want something that has a lot more precision and accuracy. Now, the game has, I guess some people would complain about the game's camera, and I didn't have a problem with it. I think personally, people are looking at this like it should have been fucking Halo, and it's not. It's not Halo. You're not going to have a giant gun that you're going to fire off and not move a single fucking inch. Okay? You got tons of shit coming at you from all sides, trying to kill your ass, and you're firing off weapons, and it's hectic as hell, it's madness, so of course you're gonna shake around, and you're gonna be, it's a tense situation, and you're nervous. So I think it really adds to the realism of the game, and I feel that it adds to the fun factor, because it pretty much ups the difficulty even more than it was before you even selected what difficulty you were gonna play the game with. Now, there's about 22 chapters total. There's a secret chapter as well, and there is a secret level after you complete the game. There's also online rankings that you can submit your scores to. You can submit your amount of headshots on the leaderboards and your overall score for each stage, or your overall score total, and you can compete with everyone else across the globe on the leaderboards. Now, I mean, it doesn't really matter what character you pick because they all play exactly the same. You can unlock costumes for each of the characters by completing certain objectives. There's lots of like trophy style unlockables. And, one for example is complete the game within a certain time, or play the game more than 50 hours, and you'll unlock different difficulties and different movies and character and enemy bios and items and all sorts of other shit. So I mean, this game is robust with its content. I think out of any light gun shooter, this one has the most content. Granted, Dead Space Extraction was the most innovative, and House of the Dead Overkill was probably the most hilarious, but this one's got some cheesy campiness to it, but it's definitely got the most content. So, the cinematics are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I enjoyed every single cinematic. I didn't want to skip any of them because they all look very nice. And so does Claire's ass, apparently, according to Steve Burnside here. But the game is extremely fun, and I don't recommend playing it unless you're playing with 2 players, because you know, it's an arcade style light gun game, and that's really what you need is a second player to just join in the fun. Now, as you can see in this level here, it kind of looks like Resident Evil 5, doesn't it? I really think they could have made the game on the Wii if they downgraded the graphics, but whatever. As you can see right there, I'm #1 on the leaderboards, so try to beat my score if you can. I'm on #1 for the overall top score. But overall, it's a great game. I highly recommend it to anyone who's a fan of Resident Evil or light gun shooters. I mean, the game kind of takes liberties with the canon and kind of fucks things up. So if you're a big fan of the Resident Evil canon, you might get a little pissed off, but I didn't really care. So this has been Resident Evil: The Darkside Chronicles. It beats out the Umbrella Chronicles by a mile, and it's one of the greatest light gun shooters on the Wii. So check it out if you have the time. Until next time, see you guys later.